The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. If you are new to your Amazon Echo device, or you just got a Google Home device, or you're just discovering this show for the first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I cover Instagram news, tips, strategy, usually in about 3 minutes or so. On the weekend, there's not as much news content, so often I share a clip from one of the most recent episodes of my podcast, the Instagram Stories podcast. This week, I interviewed Mindy Thomas, who had some great suggestions for small business owners on Instagram, specifically if you're a hair salon. Here's some of the clips of what we talked about.
Everywhere in your salon should be an Instagrammable moment. There should be backdrops. There should be the neon fluorescent lighting or ivy, multiple different places where you can pose your clients, or your clients can, if they're feeling good and they want to pop in front of your selfie wall and take a little selfie to post to their stories and tag you, make an area that is welcome and open and supported for them to have that moment of vanity. Because let's be honest, it's an industry of vanity and we're all a little vain. And when you leave there, you want to show off like you're feeling like $1,000 bajillion at that point. So definitely salons are missing the boat if they don't have an Instagrammable area, at least one, but I would recommend 3 or 4 if they can.
If you have never made an Instagrammable area, how would you start? What would you say to do? And I know maybe salons might be crowded for space. You want to make sure social distancing is still the case, especially right now. But how would you say to get started with that kind? You mentioned some signs and things, which I think are great starts. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Honestly, you could really just start with a white wall and a ring light. I mean, it's simple as that. You want the white wall and lighter colors if you want to show off the hair color. So if you put me with my dark hair up against a white wall, and then maybe there's a before and an after, and you can really start to see that color tone and that color shift. Or if you have done a fashion tone and all of a sudden you have somebody with hot pink hair, it'll pop up against that white wall. But white always brings out the really great, strong dimension, and you really can't go wrong. You're always going to get a good photo with good lighting and a white wall when it comes to your hair.
I am going to check next time I go to my salon what the color of the wall is right near the ring light, because I'm honestly not sure. Where would you go next to find the kind of signs or other decoration that you think will be the next level of making that selfie station or making the whole salon Instagrammable?
The next thing that you want to do is brand that to your salon. So I've seen places that have wallpaper up against it with their logo. So it's almost like a step and repeat. So then the client feels like they're kind of on a really cool red carpet with a step and repeat, but your logo's behind it. So if they're posting to their Instagram or to their Facebook or up on Snapchat or whatever it might be, or if they're making a transformation video on their TikTok, your logo is back there for all of their photos to see and all of their followers to see. So having a branded element or something that lets people know that, hey, that's this salon, or I want to go to this specific hairstylist, that's her trademark look, then that's definitely the next step to take it to the next level.
You can listen to the rest of that podcast episode on my full-length podcast, the Instagram Stories podcast, which you can get wherever you get podcasts. I mean, most people listen on Spotify or Apple Music, but there's plenty of other places, and you could always find it on my website too. If you were like, hey, what's danielhillmedia.com doing? You could go over there and you can listen to it there as well. If you would like to be a guest on my podcast, or you know someone that you think would be a really good guest, send me a direct message at Daniel Hill Media. Thank you so much for listening. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, tips, strategy, and more. Side note, it's going to be Maseri Monday. Even though it seems like Adam Maseri is on vacation, I still have plenty of clips for you, so come back tomorrow morning to hear that.